Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaylina and this is the Magic Society. And this is the 9th episode of the 12 Days of Yule with Ivy the Occultist. And today we are talking about glamour magic. So let's get started. Okay, so this time of the year, I'm filming this obviously after Christmas time now, so right before the holidays and like when I'm really in the festive holiday mood, you will not see me without some kind of holiday makeup. I did candy cane like makeup a couple different times and that was super fun. And then we got to dress up for work, and so I wore this big pink sweater with a unicorn on it, and I actually used the picture for one of the other pictures for one of the other videos, but had this huge ginormous bow. I was sparkled out completely from like head to toe in like glitter because there's no better time to be glammed up and sparkle like a star when it's Christmas time or when it's holiday time. So yeah, that's usually the vibe I go for. But as far as like other glamours, like I don't necessarily have like certain glamours just for the like Yule or whatever, but kind of how I do glamours I feel like is a little bit maybe different than what some people do or what some people associate glamours with, and this might not even count as like glamours, but obviously, you know, through makeup and stuff and like depending on how you dress can be a glamour all on its own because it's invoking a certain feeling, it's invoking a certain kind of just energy that you want to present to people. And so I do it through that. But the other way I kind of do glamours is so also a side note, I am a creative writer, and so haven't released any of my stories yet. I keep saying I want to release one by the end of the year, but that is literally a couple days from now, so it might be more beginning of next year when I finally finish the last edit of my one and like get it out there. But why I'm mentioning writing at all is because writers create characters, and I feel like every single character that I write or create is a part of me somewhat. And so depending on my mood for a day or whatever, I may kind of almost invoke one of my characters and kind of like, it's not like I'm going around like impersonating other people or characters or anything, but in my mind, like I have that energy of said character or whatever. And you know, sometimes yes, my makeup might reflect it, or what I choose to wear that day may like imitate a character. Not always just the ones that I've created, although they're very much a part of who I am. But for instance, I guess one type of maybe glamour magic would be that when I was younger, I was enthralled with the Disney princesses. Absolutely enthralled with the Disney princesses. In fact, I would go as far as to literally do my makeup like them and like pick out like outfits that imitated the princesses. That's how like obsessed I was. And I can't even say like it was a long time ago because it was definitely even into my adulthood where I would just dress up similarly to how I would feel like a Disney princess would dress. And Anna was my girl, and of course I love Ariel with the bright red hair, and Belle, and like there was just, I felt, and I say it doesn't change your personality, but it kind of does, because for instance, if you're just having a really down day and you're just feeling like crap, what can make you feel better as to dress up as your favorite, character or your favorite princess, in a sense, not like full on costume or anything like that, but just making yourself feel and look like somebody else can sometimes just like turn your energy around. And I feel like that's always been the case for me. I feel like in a past life or maybe a future life, I'll get to actually be like an actor or actress, because I feel like that would be the best job ever, because you literally get to be somebody else and you get to like dive into this whole different world and this whole different personality, and it may be completely different than who you are as a person in real life, but it gives you that opportunity to do that. And so like I will even get into modes where I feel like depending on what I'm watching at the time is dependent on how I dress and like how I do my makeup and how I just feel as like a person. And that's just because it's kind of more fun to be someone else sometimes. And so, so that's kind of how I view glamours, is I kind of invoke another character, somebody else, when I need to just maybe get certain things across or feel a certain way, or, if I need confidence or whatever, I feel like there's also like those different archetypes that you can kind of envision. And I know Ivy's mentioned this on her channel before, but I also do kind of the same thing, where you almost just imagine that you have a whole clothing line of like archetypes that you could pick from for the day, and whether that be like someone that, almost like the comedian that everybody wants to be around, and you just bring that uplifting good energy to people and you can make people laugh, or if you're just wanting to feel kind of like confident about yourself and maybe a little bit sexy about yourself, you can almost like dive into like a vampire type look. Like, let's face it, vampires are always like perfection. Like, they just have the confidence and they have the stride and they have the look. And so it's just like, depending on the day, I can almost just imagine like who I want to be for the day and kind of transform into that. Now, it's not to say that like people never get to see like the real me or whatever, because they do, but sometimes I'd rather be a character from a book or a character from a movie, and invoking like that personality, the energies that they bring to the table, their dress and look. That's kind of how I do glamours, is I pretty much try to kind of transform into a character pretty much. And I feel like it really does kind of work. Like, if you just almost like imagine yourself and turn yourself into somebody that, has inspired you in, movies or books, and then you just kind of allow yourself to kind of become that person. I don't know, I feel like it's maybe a little bit of different spin as far as like glamours go. Probably not. I'm sure I'm not the only one who does that. Obviously, Ivy's talked about it before, where she envisions like a whole clothing line of different people or archetypes that she wants to become for that day. And so yeah, I literally do like the same thing. But yeah, I will literally like dress the part and wear the makeup like the part and go all out. So yeah, that's what I do for glamours, and I'll probably keep it super simple and short and sweet for this one because, yeah, that's really all I do besides just, and I do have some like sigils that I've created too that represent certain things that maybe I want to empower as far as energy goes. So I do have one for if I'm wanting to feel a little bit, you know, spicy or whatever, or, you know, if I need to feel like confident or calm, or if I need to be the person that, you know, people feel like they can trust and talk to. And that's not even a glamour, because I legitimately want people to feel that way regardless of what version of me they are talking to. But yeah, there's just, glamours are so great because sometimes we don't feel great at all. And sometimes we don't feel as badass as we actually are. And to be able to put on a glamour for the day and all of a sudden like your energy just shifts and people see you differently, it's awesome. Like it really is kind of great, and it gives you that extra little confidence booster that you maybe didn't start the day with. So that's why I like glamours, is because it can really uplift you in a lot of different ways. And you know, and glamours don't just have to be makeup and, you know, like, which I think is where a lot of people think, oh, well, you know, I'm not a person that wears makeup, so I can't do glamour magic. That's so not true. There's so many different ways to do glamour magic. And yeah, and just, I use it to kind of empower myself and to lift myself up and to, yeah, sometimes just escape my own mind and become somebody else. And I'm one of those people that loves any opportunity to like go to some kind of cosplay. I want to get into LARPing because I think that would be like super fun, creating your own character and getting to be them for a weekend. I think that would be super fun. Or like I absolutely love doing Halloween Haunt at Worlds of Fun. That's our theme park, and I get to be just like dress up like an insane person and let my crazy out. So just anytime I get to transform into something else, I'm totally down for it. It's so fun. It's so fun, and I feel like as being a writer, I have multiple personalities all the time. Not like schizophrenic, that kind of like multiple personalities, but I feel like more than one just like version of me. Like there's so many like characters and aspects that make up me, if that makes sense at all. So like I'm never just one version of me all the time. And I'm crazy and unusual like that, and I embrace it 100%. I feel like, you know, a lot of people may think that's a little bit out there, a little bit strange, but why not? You know, why not? If you want to dress like a medieval pirate to go to the grocery store, you know, why not? Like, do it. Who cares? Like, who cares? So, yeah. So that's what I do for Glamour Magick, and I really find that it works for me, and I enjoy it, and it just makes life a little bit more exciting, and I don't always feel like I'm just a mundane human living a mundane life. Like, it makes me it makes me feel magic, and it makes me believe in magic and other realms and epic stories, and that you can kind of be your own hero in a sense, and that life really is like your storybook and your tale. And yeah, I've ever since I was little, I've, you know, been doing this, where I've just wanted to imagine being other characters and like believing so hard in like almost like an existence, a world where these characters were real and where I could partake in, you know, like going to Hogwarts and being part of the Harry Potter realm, and not just like the movie sense, but like the actual, like that there's actually a reality where that is like true. Or, you know, just the characters that you fall in love with, you want to be them sometimes. And so taking their energies and kind of taking a general look of them, like, it just makes life magical. So alrighty, that is all I have for you today. If you like my video, please like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. I'm incredibly grateful for all the new people that have jumped on to the subscribing list and are willing to watch me sit and chat about random crap. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for giving me a chance to just sit and share things. And I love all of the comments too. Like, I actually really enjoy anytime a comment comes in, I will be responding, because it's cool to get to actually talk to different people. Like, I know my YouTube channel is like still extremely new and we're still really green on all of this stuff, but this has been like so awesome to actually like get kind of rolling and started on this. So thank you, Ivy. Thank you. Like, thanks for helping out the little guys who are just trying to kind of get out there and spread some witchy goodness. So yeah, I appreciate every single one of you who has added on and has been commenting and have been chatting with, and it's great. It's a great way to start out the new year. It makes me feel very loved. So yeah. As always, be kind, stay curious, speak your truth, and I will see you next time for another video. Bye!